vlogsters. I just vlogged for the main channel, which will probably be up tonight. I am preparing you right now because you'll probably get a slew of Walmart hauls from like months ago, and they're just going to be like up every day. You're going to be like, why is she showing me what she bought back in December or October? I don't even know if I still have them. But I was DIYing last week and my phone, it wasn't last week, it was 2 freaking days ago. Oh my word. Technically today's Monday, so it was 3 days ago. But I was filming and the video cut out. And I panicked. And I looked and my memory storage was full. So I was like, I've got to offload all of these old videos. But I do have 2 more Dollar Tree St. Patrick's Day DIYs that I want to do before I dig into spring and Easter. But it's been hard this year because Jimmy's really been working a lot. And it's different than like when he worked at Taco Bell and his schedule was like till 4 a.m. You know, he worked, say he worked from 6 to 4 a.m. or 8 to 4 a.m. We had all day. You know, even after he slept until like 1 o'clock, we still had from like 1 to 7, and we eat dinner in there or whatever, and we had all the time. But he works 9.25-hour shifts now. So it's sort of, you know, he needs time to rest, and we don't really have as much time to get as much done while he's home, kind of thing. So, where was I even going with this? Oh, getting the St. Patrick's Day decor down. So putting away Valentine's Day. Sorry, it's just itchy and I didn't want to scratch it with my bare hands. Like I did last week. Taking down and putting away St. Patrick's Day decor. Oh, stop saying that. Valentine's Day decor and putting up St. Patrick's Day decor. The reason I'm more stressed about it now than the other holidays. I'm not stressed, but I'm, you know, I'm like this for stress. And well, let's pretend this is the floor. I need more coffee. Oh, I'm so sorry. You have to laugh at yourself because I can't put together, and it looks like I'm wearing a flower hat. I can't put together a thought today. There's so much in my brain. I just have to pour it out. I normally live on a plane of no stress. But the reason that I'm slightly concerned. Anyway, I think when I was reorganizing the boxes in the autumn, that my St. Patrick's Day decor, DIY stuff, not decor, but DIY stuff, is actually in with my St. Patrick's Day decor because I didn't find any. And I know I didn't have a ton, but I did have some. So I have no idea where. Right? So I have some things and I'm like, you know those foam shamrocks? I don't even have any. Like, and I didn't buy any this year when I first saw them because I was like, oh, I have them. I never stopped at the store and be like, well, where do I have them? But anyhow, hi. Welcome back to my channel. Guys, I am losing my mind. Okay, so I was vlogging and I have these headphones in because the sound quality for you is better because I'm not really far away from the camera. But they're noise canceling. I think from now on I have to just leave one in. They're noise canceling, so my mother-in-law locked herself out of the house and was ringing the doorbell. And all I heard was, I actually didn't hear it. I felt the door And then I heard, as Jimmy was passing the door, I heard him like yelling. I was like, what happened? Like, I didn't even know anything was going on. Apparently, she was outside ringing the doorbell. And it woke him up early. And I feel so bad because he did sleep. Yesterday, I told him, like, because it was his first day off, I said, just sleep until you can't sleep anymore. And turns out I ended up having to wake him up. A couple of reasons. It's not real. Oh, look, I have tissues right there. It's not really a good idea for him to be in bed so long. Anybody, really, because it's not good for your body. It's not COVID-19. No, I'm kidding. Those of you, please be safe. Wash your hands. You know, on my channel, I've advocated that forever and ever and ever. Actually, I just saw somebody did a funny tweet that says, you know, even when there's not a pandemic, it's a good idea to wash your hands. Yeah, just be safe. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face, your eyes, or anything without washing your hands first. They say keep your hands away from them, but I have allergies and my eyes run and tissues irritate them. I bite my nails, which is horrible, but I always make sure my hands are clean before I do that anyway. Anyhow, I digress. My runny nose is taking me down a path that I just can't come back from. Come back, Jerry. Come back. I am being silly this morning. It's because it's Dr. Seuss's birthday. I actually had a bit of a crying fit because I'm going to cry again. My best friend Sharon in Florida is just a little too far away for me to be with her. When she turns 50 tomorrow, now, I know we'll be together to celebrate. But it really isn't the same. And she has to work, so it's not like I'd be able to spend the whole day with her anyway. But this will be the first. And I was trying to remember that when she turned 20. I was trying to remember that when she turned, where she was when she turned 20. And I don't think we were together when she turned 20. But I met her right before she turned 10. I met her a few months. And there's like this famous, really fuzzy picture of me standing behind her at a 10th birthday party. But then I had to be reminded that that wasn't on her birthday, I'm pretty sure. But I, like, was always with her for these milestones, and it's 15, it's a big one, and I didn't send her any of her stuff because up until the 21st of February, up until February 21st, I was planning on driving there. Actually, up until last Thursday, I was planning on driving there. But I just haven't really been feeling it's 17 hours drive time. Jimmy can't come with me because it's too far. It's 3 days bus for him to take like the bus home. Like when he drives with me to Texas and I put him on the bus, it's less than 24 hours to go straight up from Houston. But it is 3 days and 3 transfers. Almost 3 days. It's 2 days and 16 hours. 2.5 days. Actually, that's more. Almost 3 days. So it's 3 days and 3 transfers to get to where she lives in Florida. So then when I realized that I didn't feel good enough to drive by myself, then I looked at taking the bus for me. But then I was like, well, it's her birthday's in 2 days. It's not even, I won't even get there in time kind of thing. And then I was talking to her yesterday, and she was able to do a little birthday clothes shopping, and she took me on FaceTime, and it just was... It's so stupid because it brings up, you know, she had some medical issues, and I didn't have money at the time, and I really couldn't have gotten there, and she didn't have money to bring me there either, so, it just brings back all those feelings. Like, Rebecca's my goddaughter, and she just made her confirmation. And I know I spent a lot of time in Texas, but honestly, between the people in Texas helping out with gas money and it being just about, you know, really 13 hours from door to door, I can be there, you know. And that's if, you know, it's really 11 hours driving time, but like with stops and stuff. And that sounds silly that it's just 5 hours difference, but 5 hours makes a lot of difference when you're driving by yourself. Let's put it this way. If I was driving to like Corpus Christi, Texas, I wouldn't be able to do it. Yeah, it would be better if they lived in Dallas because that's closer. But anyway, so it's been really hard. Tomorrow's her birthday, and I am going to start again. I had plans to surprise her, like literally surprise her. My plan was, and it wasn't just my idea, I should say, what I wanted to do, let's put it that way. I wanted to decorate her classroom door like we used to decorate our lockers in high school. And I don't know if they still do that or what, but back in the 80s in my school, if it was somebody's special day, you decorated their locker. You either had their combination because they were your best friend, or you got their combination, or you just ended up decorating the very front. But normally we'd wrap the locker door in wrapping paper, like make it look like a present, and stickers and balloons, whatever. And I really wanted to do that. She said she wanted a friend's 50th, a friend's themed 50th birthday party. And I've been collecting things for her birthday, but I'll just end up sending her a care package, and I'll make her watch this video. Plus, I missed my Astrovin for 2 days because I was out. Anyhow. Sorry. This took a turn, didn't it? I've mentioned it before that everything that's going on with YouTube, I expected to be in a very different place March 2020. And I guess that's the old adage, when you make plans, God laughs. But really, I thought I had an achievable goal in mind. And I was headed towards that goal pretty steady and to no fault of my own, which happens to millions of people all over the world. So don't feel pity for me at all. But to no fault of my own, the rules of the rules changed. And in hindsight, I wish I would have had a more pragmatic look on it. I would have, really probably conserved some spending back. But I made memories. No, I didn't just buy stuff. I made memories, and I was able to dote on others. And it just upsets me that it upsets me. And I know, regardless of what she says, and I know it upsets her too, because it is so much easier and financially it's easier and cheaper to go down to Texas than it is even for her to pay me to come to Florida. Like, she doesn't have the money that, you know, if Lisa and Eden got together and gave me gas money, it wouldn't cost either one of them very much if they wanted me to come down for whatever reason. But, you know, that's Sharon by herself having to pay, you know, like if she was paying for me to come there, it'd be like twice the amount of money for her to foot the bill by herself. So, yeah. And even in an emergency, I did this whole research because I was doing this research for the trip and planning how much money it would cost me to get there. So I have driven to Florida before, but what I did is I drove down to Texas and then across to Florida and then up to North Carolina, and then home. So I never really drove directly straight to Florida, which also breaks up the trip too. When I was researching it, I have a gas company here, Phillips 66, and I have a card and an app and that kind of thing. So like in an emergency, if I had to go to Texas, I could just put it on the gas card, no problem. And there are Phillips 66s all the way down to Houston. And I have it mapped out, like I know where they are from doing the trip so many times. But even in the family of Phillips 66s, there's not going to Florida. I mean, there are some along the way, but then there's none. And so it's like, even in an emergency situation, if I slept in my car overnight, I still have to come up with the cash up front sort of situation. But anyhow, there is other stuff going on that is not my business to talk about, but it puts, you know, concern in my heart. It makes me want to be there even more. So everything's good. It's just, if you have family or friends that live far away, is there ever that moment where you just know they need a hug? Yeah, that's what it's like. So, thank you for crying with me. Thank you for your support and love. Thank you for your love and support. I really do appreciate it. It means the world to me. And as always, you guys take care. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Don't forget to check out the vlog that came before this tonight later. Bye.